was gonna start talking a little bit more about my coming out story. I figure it's kind of now to start to kind of do a little by little by little kind of thing, you know. But so, anyways, I guess it was just that I think it was right around the time when we moved to Laguna Niguel, I think. And then I always seemed to felt a little bit different from everybody else. And I think it was always had to do with my disability, or just or not, or at that time not knowing what it was at the time, you know. And there were all these other little things that I kind of felt like maybe I wasn't sure what other things that were different about me besides that. And then I noticed it was just I always seemed to like guys for some reason, even when I was like maybe probably about 5 or 6 or so. And I think it all had to do with I think maybe it was like Tony or one of those other babysitters at the time, you know, and they were like male babysitters, and I think I should take a little bit of a liking to them, you know. And I think it was also my been taking a liking to this. I think it was this one teacher. I think his name was like Mr. Spitz. Probably during around kindergarten or first grade, I think. And I think he was kind of like my age at the time, you know, because he was already he was already finished with school and already got his master's, got his teaching credentials, and so he was already doing primary education over here, and was teaching at ENF. And anyways, I kind of have to explain a little bit more about like what ENF is. It's really the exceptional needs facility, and that was basically the schools at both Capistrano Unified and Saddleback Valley Unified uh, sent all the kids who were like really who who were disabled, or the ones that they didn't have a place for them yet, you know. And especially if they had kids who needed a whole lot more help than I do. And so, anyways, I was at that school for kindergarten to second grade, and then, as you can tell, like on some of the posters in the background, were sometimes where it says like Viejo on it. That was the school that I went to for third, third all the way to sixth grade, and I pretty much hated going there, even though I was going to a regular school. I hated going there because I had to wake up really early in order to catch the bus, and I had to be on the bus for I don't know, maybe like a half an hour, 45 minutes just to get to school because of picking up all these other kids who were going to all these different schools as well. And anyways, at that time, that was when I met my friend Lisa, who I'd known since third grade. And I figured at any point was if I hadn't gone to ENF and gone to the regular schools to Crown Valley, and the same way with my friend Lisa, we would be like friends since like I don't know, like since kindergarten or even longer, or whatever, you know. And all those friends that I had in middle school and high school, I probably would have been friends with them since kindergarten or whatever, you know. And but anyways, I just hated being in that school, and it was really hard for me to try to connect with all the kids socially and stuff. But I had a lot of difficulty trying to connect to people, and at that time, I think think I was just having all these like weird hypersensitivities to everything sometimes, and I was acting all weird, or I just couldn't tell people what I really want or not, and all these other things. And then it wasn't until maybe like around fifth grade and sixth grade when things at home were starting to get a little bit bad, and then my mom started to work, and my dad stayed home, and it caused a little bit of a weird paradigm shift or whatever, but and I think I was starting to act up at home and act up at school as well. And I think as far as fifth grade was probably might be my worst year as far as school goes, because it was because I had a whole lot of disciplinary problems, and I had to deal with one of those dour authoritarian disciplinary type people who just refuse to listen to kid to their students because they think they're just a stupid little kid that doesn't know any better or whatever, and or children should be seen, not heard, or children should fall in line, that sort of thing, but apparently I think I had enough with him, and then I think at one time when I think I got in trouble in school where I had to see the principal that one time, I tried to run away from him, and then I kicked the principal where it hurts, and it wasn't a sissy kick either. It was kind of a little strong, and I think it sent a big message to him that don't fuck with me. But anyways, as far as that goes, I think middle school, I think I was starting to notice that I might be gay in middle school, and because I was starting to notice some of the guys at the time, and I think I was starting to notice that all throughout then, and that was when I was starting to gain a little bit more of social skills and stuff, where I had uh, something like a best buddy or one of those people who are supposed to be like the mentors that during middle school, and of course I had to see like a school psychologist, or was a psychologist through the Orange County Mental Health, I think, and where we just had to talk about every little issues that I had with middle school and stuff like that, and although at the same time I was also had to be on Decepramine and stuff, and then later on I think I had a different person for high school. I think for the first 2 years of high school, or just for the first year of high school, and then after that I think I had kind of grown so much that I didn't really need to see her anymore. And then I've only maybe saw her maybe a couple of times, uh, and then I only saw like maybe the first one, maybe one last time when I had like a nervous breakdown, and I was thinking that maybe I should just stop being me and just be what everybody wants me to be, and then she kind of told me that that's not there's nothing wrong with that, you can just be who you are, and then nothing will change that. And on the other hand, it was just I kind of feel like maybe I should have came out around junior year or senior year group, but all those events around the summer of '97 to around the fall of '98 and all that kind of prevented me, with the whole African Canaan killing spree, the murder of Matthew Shepard and stuff, and like I said, it just took me that long to come out because of like my brother's problems. But anyways, I'm gonna have to stop this